Yeah.
Diamond days, diamond days.
Pizza? Yo, bitch, basic? Like, just pizza? Yeah, she basic.
Rather you want to believe it or not, women are single by choice these days. With men doing dumb stuff, wanting to be in their soft guy era, and pretty much just bringing no value or anything to women's lives, more women have decided that being single is the best option. Studies even show that single women are the most happiest demographic on the planet. What up? It's your girl Diamond Dage, and I am back at it again with another video reaction for you guys today. Now, if you're new, welcome.
Shine bright like a diamond.
Please subscribe to become part of the Diamond Gang, okay? And if you've been part of the Diamond Gang,
Thank you so very much.
we just be having conversations that need to be had. On top of being single, more women are going to PetSmart and investing in pets as kids instead of having kids, because women have found out that being a mother is a burden on them and that they lose all their energy, time, and livelihood with little to no help from the men who helped conceive the children in the first place. More women are happy and single with their cats, dogs, rats, reptilians, rabbits, whatever animal of their choosing. Men wanted to say,
oh, that's why you won't be, you won't be single with 30 million cats.
now women have took you up on that offer and they're loving it. They're loving their life single with their 30 million cats. They're loving their life just living and doing hobbies and exploring their career. And is this the same for the men? Let's hit this click and let's get to the video here.
Men can't believe that women are single by choice because men aren't single by choice.
Facts.
They may be finding women to go on dates with, but nothing's sticking. And so they're lashing out at women saying things like, have fun being single or enjoy your cats. Sir, that's the whole point, is that I am having fun being single and I love my cats.
Right.
And I also love my peace of mind, not having to be accountable to somebody who isn't really that interested. He's not interested in me and my life and things that I want and need out of life. He's interested in his own feelings of being alone and being single. And why can't women just do what he needs them to do? As men age alone, it is not good. Ask any hospice nurse or nursing home nurse or even hospital nurses. No one's visiting. And the men are not okay. But I'm finding that as I age, I am getting happier and happier with myself and my girlfriend.
And she look good.
Family. And the idea of having to accommodate a man's insecurities or even securities is just less and less appealing.
Right.
Us ladies are getting together. We're growing our friendships. We're doing things. And we're finding that we're happier than we've ever been. And men can absolutely not understand that. They want to be able to do less and less and know that there's a woman there to drive them to the hospital or organize their medications or just sit around and do whatever it is that they want to do. And take up time and space in her life and accommodate him. And I would dare say, especially the men that are just doing a bunch of dating and saying that they're having a great time and nothing is sticking for them, the men that I know that are dating a bunch are looking for a permanent woman. They're not really happy with that lifestyle. Of course, they have to pretend, like that's the dream. But they're looking for the ride or die until they're 80. And
we've been stopped riding and dying long ago.
There to help them change their diapers. It's terrifying to them. Me and my girlies and my family, we know that we'll show up for each other because there's no expectation that we're going to change or that there's anything wrong with us. We're just doing what we want to do and enjoying each other's time and space. No one needs to change. Well, men get their hands on a woman that looks like she might stick around, and immediately he's got a list of things that he's going to need from her.
Yeah.
So I say the same thing back to those men. Have fun being single. I happen to love it.
A man says that 50-50 custody has him drowning, but his wife won't get back together because it's cut her workload in half. The man posted to Reddit saying that he and his ex-wife have a 14-month-old son, and shortly after his birth, their marriage fell apart. His ex-wife accused him of not pulling his weight. Yet he says that she expected him to know what to do without her telling him. They argued all the time.
Wow. I don't know what to do if you don't tell me.
Her life would be much harder without him. The two ended up getting a divorce, and they live in Kentucky where 50-50 custody is the default arrangement. And now that this man is a single parent, he's finding it hard to adjust to caring for his child and said he had no idea what he was in for with getting split custody of his kid. He says he is drowning and can barely function the weeks he has his kid. He's so exhausted. And he thought his ex-wife would feel the same way. She said that life is actually actually much easier now that she has time for herself due to the 50-50 custody arrangement. She isn't exhausted anymore now that she only has to take care of one person instead of two, aka she was having to take care of that ex-husband. People in the comments were not sympathetic at all to this man. After all, the only reason he wants his ex-wife back is to have her take care of the chores and the child care. Instead of actively seeking solutions to manage his responsibilities as a single parent, he hopes that reuniting with his ex-wife will shift the burden of child care and household off of him. He should rather focus on growth and self-improvement as a father, seeking out parenting classes, helpful books, and overall ways to improve his parenting. His only solution does not have to be a woman to relieve him of his parenting and household responsibility.
So why did it all just start clicking for me? Our mothers, the women from this past generation before us, so many of them stayed in their relationships, right? And they get praised.
They were forced to stay.
They stayed in relationships where they were not being treated well, where they were being abused. And they took a lot of crap in the name of like being a good woman. A lot of our mothers were very, very giving women. They gave a lot to their husbands. They gave everything they had to their kids. In particular, their sons. Their sons were watching their fathers, and their sons were watching their mothers accept that behavior from their father. I mean, as straightforward as it is, men of our generation are walking around looking to continue that cycle. It's like the scariest game of tag that none of us asked to be in. And the women of our generation are literally running for the hills.
Yeah.
We have such a big task.
Because our grandmothers and mothers suffered badly.
A generation of women who will get divorces and not stick with the kind of man that treat them bad. Whereas in the 50s and 60s, these women stayed with these men for a lifetime, knowing how unhappy and unfaithful the men were. But me personally, I pray for a generation of women that will walk away from a man at the first red flag, that will walk away when you know that it's not compatible, long before you get pregnant by him, long before you have to go to the altar or go through a divorce or have to go to a therapist because of all of the trauma that was caused to you in your life. I pray for a generation of women who are so comfortable with who they are, who know how valuable and powerful they are outside of marriage, so much so that they're actually okay with being alone. Even if it means that they never marry never bear children, because they understand that the value of a woman is not contingent on if she's been married or if she's bore children. I pray for a generation of women who will not stay with people just because your thought process is, oh, if I never marry, that means something was wrong with me. Because I feel like a lot of women, they do marry, even if they know it's not right. Simply because
just to say,
all these men and podcasts and generations to come have taught us that if you are not a wife, then what good are you? So I pray that you love yourself so much that once you know that this is not going to honor you, you walk away before it brings trauma to you.
So you heard it here, folks. Women are enjoying the single life. Women are enjoying the extra time that they get to themselves. They're enjoying the fact that they only have to be responsible for themselves. They're enjoying the fact that they don't have to clean up and do things for someone else. They are enjoying it. Men still want women to act back within the 50s and 60s, but this is not the 50s and 60s, and women are not forced to be with men or forced to do or give men anything. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments below. I will be back with another video reaction for you guys. Bye.